When I was dating my husband in college, way back 40 years, my requirements weren't textbooks. They tended to be more things I needed for the outdoors, and one was a pair of Johnson Woolies. I had never owned a pair of these Regal woodsman pants, but I had always wanted to. So I spent my $60, which that was mind-blowingly a lot. But I loved them. I loved living in them. And they even had like a little tiny pinstripe in them. They were the bomb, diggity bomb. Thank you, Tamsin, for that wonderful word. So they closed the school in winter because it was too cold. And we all went home, and I spent an extended winter time with my boyfriend, now husband, living in his tiny camper behind the maintenance garage at Bolton Valley Ski Resort. And it was way smaller than than my fort. I could fit 4. I could fit 4 of them in this space that I'm in, which feels like a room. Winter time inside this summer camper, and worked at the ski resort. And so in this little camper, a mouse chews a hole in my Johnson Woolly pants. Right about there, just above and slightly behind the ankle. About that big, which is about the size of a nest. And so I instructed Bill to get that guy. And we did. And I took that mouse and a knife that I had gotten while I was hitchhiking cross country before that time, and I skinned the mouse. First thing I ever skinned, and I have to say, because I was so focused, I did an incredible job. Got the entire mouse, ears, tail, and as you should when you are tanning a hide, cleaned it very carefully and got some cardboard and 4 pins and pinned it and rubbed salt into it and took it to the lift shack where I was working, where you put people on the lifts to go to the top of the mountain, and dried it in the window that the skiers could see. And when it was dry, I sewed it onto the hole in the pants, and it made a beautiful patch. And when I went back to college, I wore these, and I remember being at in a bar, kind of dancing, and on campus, and I looked down, and the ears and the tail were like keeping time with me.